And thank yourself again for arriving to your mat today. From your child's pose, tense your fingertips. And notice that your forearms lift above the mat. Feel the sensation of your shoulder blades pressed together. And while your arms are lifted off the mat, take a big inhale. And on your exhale, you'll simply soften your right shoulder down, gaze towards your left. Keep the right shoulder still above the mat. Good. Round of breath here. You should feel this a lot in the right side body, the armpit. These are very gentle movements. Come back to center, inhale. Your exhale, you'll simply dip that left shoulder down. Arms are really engaged here. They should be feeling warm. Your entire arms are above the mat. One more round of breath. We'll take a breath of movement. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip your right armpit. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip your left armpit. One more time each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip right. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip left. Come back to center and find a tabletop. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Rounds of cow and cat. Inhale, cow. Belly towards the ground. Gaze lifts, tailbone lifts. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come to a neutral spine. Bring your knees together to touch underneath you. And on your inhale, send your right arm forward, left leg back. Right arm forward, left leg back. A few rounds of breath here to stabilize wobble. Notice. Engage your core, should be getting warmer. Big inhale. Exhale, tuck, curl round, elbow to knee. Connect underneath your body. 2 more. Inhale, find length. Exhale, tuck, curl round. Inhale, find length. Exhale, tuck, curl round, bring it in. Inhale, get long, stay here, balance, or bend your left knee and capture the left foot with your right hand. Kick into your right hand. Good. 2 breaths. Release your leg, and then lower your hand and your knee back down to the ground. Opposite side. Inhale, send the right leg back, left arm forward, right leg back, left arm forward, big inhale. Exhale, tuck, curl round, elbow to knee. Inhale, find length. Exhale, tuck, curl round. 2 more. Inhale, get long, or 1 more. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, find length, stay here, breathe. And notice what's happened with your right elbow. Add a micro bend to it. 1 more round of breath. And then find your tabletop. 2 hands on the ground, 2 knees onto the ground. Inhale, tuck your toes. Your exhale, downward facing dog. Send the tailbone skyward. A few rounds of breath here, pedal on the feet. Come to stillness. Bend your knees, inhale. And on your exhale, tiptoe your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. Keep your knees super, super bent. And once your feet come to your rest, notice that your knees are so bent that your hands do rest on the ground. Big lower back stretch here. Shake out the head, yes and no. Plant the right hand on the ground in front of your feet and between them. Inhale, left arm high. Here are a couple breaths. Your right knee is bent and your left leg is almost straight. There should be a bend in both knees. Take an inhale to prepare. Your exhale, thread left arm underneath your right armpit and you'll switch out the bend of the knees. Inhale, left hand to sky. Exhale, thread the needle. 1 more. Inhale, hand high. Exhale, thread. Inhale, hand high. Exhale, hand to the ground. We'll take it on the opposite side. Left hand on the ground in front of your feet and between. Inhale, your right hand high. Your left knee is significantly bent and your right knee is slightly bent. Round of breath here. Your exhale, thread the needle. Right arm underneath left armpit, opposite knee bends. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale, thread the needle. One more, inhale, hand high. Exhale, thread. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, 2 hands towards the ground. And ragdoll sway it out. Grab opposite elbows, let the upper body be heavy. 2 more breaths. Release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, cactus, lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Drop your hands behind you and release your fingers to the webbing, puff up your chest, inhale. And on your exhale, forward fold with the bind. You can ditch the bind, you can also bind your hands together with a towel or a strap. But if your fingers are interlaced, see that you can keep your palms touching. And the knees are significantly bent here. And allow the fists to drop closer and closer to the earth. One more round of breath. Your exhale, release the hands down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back, high plank. Once you're in your high plank position, ground down with both hands, feel the weight in the inner hands, dome your upper back, tuck your tailbone, feel the core engage. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Inhale, your right leg straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg straight back. Exhale, right knee to your left tricep. Inhale, high plank. Your exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Once you get down to your belly, reach your hands behind you, palms face each other. They're like airplane wings. Your next inhale, float your gaze, float your chest, lift your arms. Press the toenails into the ground here for at least 1 round of breath. And then option to hover the feet behind you, make a banana shape with your body. Lift 1 inch higher, big inhale. Your exhale, forehead to the mat, hands rest on opposite sides of your hips. Second round, interlace your hands behind you or just take the airplane wings. Inhale, lift the gaze, float the chest, float the feet. You're here for 3, and 2, and 1. Lower your forehead down to the mat. Plant your hands on opposite sides of your ribs. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Inhale. Your exhale, press yourself up, high plank. Round of breath in your high plank. Inhale, float the left leg. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, extend the leg behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend the leg behind you. Exhale, left knee to your right tricep. Inhale, high plank, 2 feet touch down at the back of the mat. Your exhale, downward facing dog. Use the tailbone to lift you higher. 1 round of breath here. Inhale, bend your knees. Your exhale, tiptoe your feet up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, stand, hands to the sky. Exhale, cactus, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop the hands behind you, interlace the fingers to the webbing. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, fold with the bind. Breathe here, ditch the bind if it doesn't feel right. 3 breaths. One more. Release your hands down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank and move your way through a chaturanga. High to low plank, elbows to the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog, knees stay lifted. Exhale, down dog. And if your vinyasa is different or you skip it throughout practice, that is a-okay. Big inhale here. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand, reach the hands high. Exhale, cactus, lift the heart. Inhale, drop the hands behind you, interlace your fingers to the webbing. Your exhale, forward fold with the bind. Inhale, release the hands, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, vinyasa in any amount. We'll see you in downward facing dog. 1 more of those, friends. Inhale, gaze at the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, stand, reach high. Exhale, cactus, lift the heart. Inhale, drop the hands behind you. Interlace your fingers to the webbing, puff up the chest. Exhale, fold with the bind. Release the bind, inhale, halfway lift, fingers to shins. Your exhale, vinyasa in any amount. High to low plank. Inhale for your upward facing. Exhale for your downward facing. From here, inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Lower your left knee down to the ground, arms up and overhead, low lunge. Take a moment to settle in here. Drop the tailbone down, feel your left hip flexor. Inhale, grab your left wrist. Exhale, side body stretch to the right, just once. Inhale, release the wrist. Your exhale, half splits. We'll be here a few breaths. Straighten through the right leg. That right leg can have a micro bend to it. Support your hands with books or blocks. And breathe into your hamstring here. You may notice that it's pretty tight. It's early in practice. We'll work on that. 2 more. Last one. Breath and movement. Inhale, low lunge, bend into the right knee, arms overhead. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge, reach high. Exhale, half splits. Little different this time. Inhale, low lunge, arms overhead. As you exhale, lower your hands to the ground, frame your right foot, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. And on your next inhale, find standing splits. Left leg lifts. That hamstring's getting a little bit warmer. Bend your left knee and pulse the left leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale. Your exhale, forward fold, 2 feet touch down. Micro bend your standing leg before you lower down the lifted leg. That'll really help. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, cactus, lift the heart. Inhale, drop the hands behind you, interlace your fingers, puff up the chest. Exhale, fold with the bind. Inhale, release the hands, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step it back, high to low plank, any amount. From your downward facing dog, inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Lower your right knee down to the ground, low lunge on your next inhale. Take a moment to settle into your low lunge. Next inhale, grab your right wrist. Exhale, side body stretch to the left. Inhale, low lunge, both hands high, release the wrist. Your exhale, half splits. Frame your left leg. Notice the difference when you're moving breath to movement and when you have some time to catch your breath. When we have time to catch our breath, that's when we start to wander. We won't be here too long. Next inhale, bend into the left knee, reach the arms overhead, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the ground, frame your left foot, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, and then find your standing splits, right leg lifts. Bend your right knee and pulse the right leg up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale. Your exhale, 2 feet touch down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, stand, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, your hands behind you, interlace your fingers to the webbing, puff up your chest, inhale. Your exhale, find that forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, release the hands to your shins. Exhale, vinyasa in any amount. We'll see you in down dog, friends. And from your downward facing dog, take a moment of rest. Either in down dog or in child's pose. You have 5 breaths here. Breathe well. 3 more. Last one.